22nd of June 2020. Happy birthday to my son Joey, and hello and welcome to you that is coming across this, that's seeing this as a replay. Blue Beyond Guide, Anastasia Compas, bringing through a new balancing energy of divine masculine with the gold Merkaba spinning right, divine feminine with the silver Merkaba spinning left, combining the two. In other words, I've come on during the healing process that I'm going through in all I live and do and bring through in service, and I'm opening my energy space up here live with you as I do this for whoever comes in and joins. Hi Fiona, hey Sarah, hey Angel, hi Matthew, hey EJ, hey Carlene, hey Paul, Vicky, yes darling, thank you for that. Lauren, Larissa, Anna Key, Moon, good morning. And as someone that comes in and joins this along the way of wherever you're at, going through whatever you are, you know, I'm just sending a lot of love and blessings to you in all you're going through and where you're at in life. And may you take in what you need from today in a beautiful Christ consciousness, divine, sacred space of energy in my role in service and what I bring through in my behind the scenes. Whereas I don't share everything personally in the outside world of we choose who we share, what we know, due to people ridiculing, not understanding the terminologies that are used. So this is a very protected divine space that you've chosen to come into. So welcome to you. You will be receiving your own healing from God, source, universe, creator for yourself. Just being in this beautiful space. Thank you from me to you, from my heart to yours. We're in the middle of energy changes right now. Woke up this morning feeling like crap. I really felt an hour ago, I'm not going on live. I feel like crap energetically, and that's okay. And acknowledging it and just knowing was the energies, and then, excuse me for a minute. Just letting someone know I'm live right now. So, as I went through with Grace Lola Kaylater and I, we've been doing this for the last 7 years together every day, doing bark, bushflower essences, all sorts of vibrations every day, at least once, in help of supporting my energy as I bring through what I do with the planet, because I need something extra more, because this is new, this energy that I'm embodying and bringing through and talking to you for the planet as an ascension pioneer, trailblazer, wayseer ahead of humanity and what's coming through. And so I need that extra support. So, okay, big shift is happening right now. A veil of survival, as in how we protected ourselves in the past, in how we've spoken or our actions, is now releasing. We're in a squeezing and pushing through of releasing this. This is as I say, hot off the press, just coming through live. As soon as we linked in together, a phone call, Grace commenced the essences healing and sending those vibrations through that I then, it supported me to feel into, and then this massive pain on my head left, and I shifted, and Grace knew that I would be coming on live, even though I'm like, nah, not be able to do it today. I'm just right. And this was part of the energies. And so this insight shifted me to 1 hour ago, feeling like absolute garbage, rotten. I felt run down, yet I'd been looking after myself and everything. So that's how big this is of what we're at right now. We're shifting through a global, collective, and conscious, like post-traumatic stress energies. So those of us who have had that in the past, which is most people in some way or another, you're not only feeling it for yourself, it's part of a global collective release of this. It's linked to the ancient dark crystal of the planet and Gaia releasing as well. Let me go back and let me say from the 17th of June, and I go, was that really only 5 days ago? Yes, it was the last live divine healing that I came on and did. And I've been holding that space from then until now, and I'm going to be finishing up a loop of some sort of energy. So on the 17th of June was another live here that a copy is on YouTube, Blue Beyond Guide, and the bluebeyondguide.com website that you can have access to. And it was sharing about the ancient dark crystal explosion, that a second wave has come. I even shared before this, the second wave has arrived. Then I shared, do not be the scapegoat of others' energies, which really resonated a lot with people. And about anger and resentment exploding out. And it's like all the entire energies of your family, current, past, ancestral lineage, generation upheaval bursting through the seams. I'm saying keep calm, breathe, detach from these. This is a new way, only coming through with all else going on. If you're feeling good right now, embrace and enjoy that. Good for you. Excuse me as I clear. Shift energies. I was talking about the divine feminine and divine masculine within warring, and sharing about an Isis spiritual essence from Ian White about hope and upliftment, and about part of our energy was still on an old timeline that's no longer relevant, and to shift each, there was a couple of dark walls in front of us that had bricks, and was to shift each dark brick to a golden one. So that was what was on the 17th that I've already brought through. About this is under the iceberg of the energies finally coming up and out, releasing the older third and fourth dimensional energies. Those of us who are coming in, are on the timeline, because we have two timelines running next to each other. You've got the old third and fourth dimensional energies of those souls that are caught up in the fear, and then we are also moving along, creating a new timeline in what we call 144,000. Look that up for yourself, what that means. Of a new paradigm of energies and fifth dimensional energies, which is about unconditional love for all. And we are one. So they're running like this together. Be in the world, but not of it, people. And that's why we can feel so very different to others in the outside world, that when you come into that faith and love and trust, you will be protected and looked after wherever you go. Whatever you're going through, the full faith and trust depends on you, for you to have that with source and ultimately within yourself. Please trust. There is a bigger picture going on of what is happening. And at the moment, we're currently in a new moon eclipse, second eclipse of 3 for this period time, and solstice energies. And it's really, really huge. I shared after the 17th June update, this energy update alert really kicked off energetically. That's what I look for, is the dispersion of what is being shared. And it was sharing about it has begun. Second wave of releasing collective grief of samsara energies, which are soul scars that has limited the psyche. Another step onwards and upwards with this second wave. This is just the beginning of the new for a new world energy separation further. Sloughing off old scars of collective grief that's being released on a massive collective scale has newly commenced. So this is only a few days ago. So everything that's happening currently, firstly, to the planet is being shared here for you on the Blue Beyond Guide. So the information is being provided here for you. They're being called chapters of a New Living Ascension ebook, that those of you that read those chapters now are ready for this information firstly. Remember, we're bringing something new. And I've shared before, I'm here creating a new platform and being a spokesperson, voicing newly and firstly to the planet, breaking through with you all. As a grandmaster energy, you're all masters growing into your new ascension mastership. And it means mastering yourself. And it means feeling emotionally is the link between your spirit and your soul is through your emotions. So those who have been feeling the emotions underneath the bottom half of the iceberg for so very long, this is your bliss time. This is your time and you're in your element of breaking through and freeing up and out, because others are now only just starting, as they haven't been seeing underneath the iceberg. So you're the real heroes. You're the real spiritual warriors of peace and freedom for yourself. I'm all for peace and freedom. I was asked many years ago when I was being taken through past life, past age clearing and healing pack process. And I was asked, what does your soul want? And before I even had a moment to consciously process anything, up came the words peace and freedom that surprised myself. And I went, oh, do I really? So it was a very, very long time ago for me that came up. So on the 12th of January, I've shared before, there is a live healing that I was gifted, and we did a healing with Uluru. I'll be doing another one on 12th of January 2021 as well. And in Uluru was, which is Ayers Rock, Uluru was the word freedom. So who doesn't want to have freedom within? Well, the time is here and now, and we are way seers and seekers of freedom and peace within ourselves. I'm telling you, we have newly arrived here. We are now really creating this. We have reached a samsara releasing point of slowing off soul scars of collective grief. Now, the past 3 days, I couldn't stop tears coming. It was a 3-day process. That we've never reached this far before, whether you believe in past lives or not. Just, all those past lives and everything, you've never reached this far before. You're still alive. You were not alive past this point in a previous lifetime. We came to a point of facing our mortality recently. So you here and now, be thankful for that, for still being here. Hi, Fiona. You don't want to be here. That's a normal part of ascension, Fiona, to not want to be here. What you do with that is up to you. Hundreds of times have I felt that. For whatever this is for you, remember. Bless. So if you're feeling like you don't want to be here, you can do a couple of things with that. Embrace it, go with it, see what that means for you. If you check out, that's up to you. You're part of your journey. That's out of my control. That's your journey. Or the other thing is you realize that you need to consciously to make a choice to be here and empower yourself and consciously make a decision and choice to want to be here, because if what can happen, I'm not saying this is your situation, there's a few different answers to different scenarios, and what you just wrote there, darling, that I've been guided to go into, that is a lot of people that have been coming from divine one-on-one healings have been in what I call limbo, their own purgatory, because they don't want to come in and feel what's going on, the situation. They feel it's bigger than them, that they don't have the power. You are never without power in any given situation. It's okay. Please do not blame and judge yourself. Please do not give yourself a hard time for what you're going through. Please ease up on yourself and put the stick down. For those souls that are feeling this, and this applies to so many self-suicides of not choosing to come into the physical body, it is worse in that personal purgatory. It's up to you, write and see what's going on for yourself, that you don't want to be here, and write it out and get it out and make a conscious choice either way, because what happens is we can get very run down, and the physical body, which is the last place a shift is felt, will then start to go inwards and will slowly over time start to deteriorate. And that's a living hell then. So, it's really better to make a conscious choice. So if that applies to anyone, a message would be great to hear if anyone could resonate to that, what I just shared, because that's what came through to share. Just reading through some comments. Yeah, there you go, Robin. There's the example. And I'm sure everyone has their own example. I was close to death as you can physically get without dying last weekend with a heart block that resolved itself to the doctor's dismay. Wink, wink. You go, girl. And that's what it is. It's miracles, 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 miracles aplenty. That's how we roll, okay? You've nothing to lose. What are you waiting for? There's nothing left to waiting for. We're it. Because this is bigger than just you. Many have waited for this time to be able to release with the collective. So please know all your past lives, generational, ancient, and trauma all at once. It's coming up time and time again on another higher level. What I call a higher level is you chose to wait for this time, Robin, and what you went through. Thank you. Me too. I faced my mortality recently, and I've shared that before, that I wasn't going to make 60. So we chose to do this collectively at this time. Own it. Sigh of relief, release. The sooner we own where we're at, the better we can work with that energy. You can't heal what you're not owning. Bless for what you're going through. Knowing this alone about the crying and the tears pouring out can release the pressure for oneself. It was for a greater cause, and we've done all this together. Let's do it together. Let's take a moment for the 44 of you that are on here. Boom. Yes, the heart palpitations as well, the anxiety, yes, gastro as well, same. All of that is our body, our immune system at the moment is going through a temporary feeling of being run down. So that's what I felt this morning. My immune system was low, yet I am doing everything above and beyond possible in acupuncture and supplements and everything. So it is the energies of this squeeze. We are actually releasing. I'll share what I wrote this morning. We're in the shift in the middle of energies right now, live. A veil of survival in how we've protected ourselves in the past in words and actions is releasing. This is linked with shifting through global, collective, and conscious post-traumatic stress. So you were not only feeling what you were feeling for yourself, you were releasing through a global collective, and I'm bringing this into consciousness about being a linked post-traumatic stress. It's not only just you. So many, I believe practically everybody has a form of post-traumatic stress that's not diagnosed. Okay. Okay, big shift happening now. The energies have changed. Okay, big pitch coming through both ears, masculine and feminine balanced. Recently, with this everything that I've been sharing, and others as well, that's been going through the cycle of death and rebirth, the samsara, the cycle of death and rebirth to which life in the material world is bound, has I've shared before, this is the ending of the karmic cycle coming through in the physical now, people. This will be fully reached 16th of October this year, 2020. I will be doing a live, whether that's recorded on Zoom for energy exchange access or here live. I'm not sure yet, excuse me. And this cough is a little bit of a pet rundown cough from the energies. It will shift within the next 24 hours as I continue to nurture myself. The pitch has just gone crazy loud then. Extremely high pitch just came in. It's still going, still going. There it goes. That's rare. What just came in then was very rare to hear it that big for that long. That was a very big white, blue, Pleiadian, masculine, feminine shift, release and healing that just came through. That was massive. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those of you that would have felt that. Whew. They don't come through that clear, that loud. So I needed to come here today to voice this for that healing to come through. I'm just taking a moment. Moving around, back's a bit sore, so I am doing a lot of moving and shifting on screen at the moment. I am aware of that. So it's interesting. Mandy said she was told it was through body talk, it was post-traumatic stress. Yes. Okay. So collective grief releasing. Excuse me. I'm going to look now. I'm being guided now. I've got in my hand, I'm looking at that was the energy alert update on the 19th. Then I shared about the gold and silver violet flame dragon. Okay, new balance, masculine, feminine, evenly is happening right now. This is really good. Saying it's time to let go of an aspect of your life that's no longer serving you. When this dragon card came from Emily Kisvada, I laugh because it's what I've been sharing for a few weeks. What is it of the old that you're needing to let go of to make room for the new? Because it's very specifically, there will be something, an action, an addiction, a behavior. It could be addiction to worrying was the big one that many resonated to. And many that have addictions, they have flared up even more. People that are in the process of wanting to reduce drugs, alcohol, something, and they've had a binge. And that's, I will just say, okay, I'm going to bring in a new energy right now and briefly share as guided. The Super Masterclass number 4 is about addictions, which is linked to abundance. There are 4 vacancies left for this Super Masterclass. It's limited and I'll be talking and interacting. Please email me at theoraclespeaks@bigpond.com if you are interested. There is an energy exchange that is equivalent to the 2-hour one-on-one that's found on the bluebeyondguide.com website. Now, I share that for your information as guided. I personally don't advertise. I share for you and Spirit does the rest. And it's so easy for me when I do that. You do whatever you like. These always get filled. There's people, I'm just making this energy and information available to you as I have healed 3 major addictions. So the biggest thing I can say for that is please do not beat yourself up. Please own what you have done. And the guilt and the remorse, make it okay for yourself. Please forgive yourself. That is your first starting point. So let me just share for that. So this has come through to share. If anybody resonated with this information, I would love you to just write resonated, or yes, resonated about addiction, something that would be really good. The more that you link in your energy, the more it'll help you to heal with this. I'm holding this energy space for you to take from liquid gold for what this is for you. Not sure what you said wow about, Pamela. You're welcome, Carrie. Ollie the Dove, Paul. Yeah. It takes someone that has had an addiction to get another person. I personally feel that someone that has pushed through and has owned their addictions and come through the light, the other side, has a deeper understanding of what a soul tortures themselves with an addiction. No one can beat us up as much as we do for it. And I have successfully beaten, as in, don't tell me no. And I went with it. That's all I will say. The rest will be on Super Masterclass number 4. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All of you. Look at you all resonating, because you are amazing masters. That is part of our energy. We are transmuting for our families from the past in a major, major way through ourselves. You have broken through and have made it for whatever else you need to go through. And I'm just sending peace and blessing to you all that just wrote and replied then. And to anyone that watches this as a replay and replies, this is specifically because you took that step forward. See this golden diamond heart energy coming direct to you, and whoever else wants to uptake this for themselves, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Energies. Masterclass number 3 I did yesterday. And I did some thought fuel therapy that was massive doing it together. It was about you are your abundance, about how to heal chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, and about the thinking and the worrying. You can still have access to that. That is on bluebeyondguide.com website, access for that still. And when I watched it back, I noticed I went a bit fast, yet in real time, didn't feel it was fast. I felt that I slowed it down. So I know the energies are a bit funky at the moment, and they're in that squeezing out. And so in between there is what we've gone through is the physical, the last place we're releasing the physical. So if you're feeling run down, like I was this morning, where I will slow and nurture today and honor that, and all my vitamin C and all my beautiful ways I look after myself, because I need to honor and mother myself. We are learning newly to mother ourselves. I'll be sharing more on this soon, because this energy here is a precursor to, I believe it's chapter 7 I'm up to in sharing my Living Ascension ebook. They're sharing that those of you reading it, seeing it now, ready for it now, and it will be put in that ebook for others. Okay, big shift happening. I'm just going to take a breath and see where I'm guided to go. So sad, missed it. 2 people have said, what were you sad that you missed? If it was, yeah, anyway, I'll wait till you answer. So my energy's a bit run down. I'm reading what I wrote this morning before I came on. Yet I've done all and above and beyond in looking after myself. That means the energies are now coming through the physical, no matter what you're doing or taking, as it needs to leave your cells and DNA now. And I went, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. The masterclass, no worries, darling. When you're able, You haven't missed anything, as in you're right where you need to be. And that, thank you, Sarah, for the feedback about the chapters. There's no fault, Kerry. There's no, please shift, let's shift the energy. I know you're in a space at the moment, sister. There's no fault, darling. You will see and get it if you're meant to and as guided. There is nothing that you have missed. There is nothing that is your fault. Living in the moment is not your fault for anything. Please trust. I trust and believe in you that you're always right. You're where you need to be, Carrie. Please take that in, sister. Breathe and feel that for yourself. Okay, it's tough at the moment, darling. You've got this. The original, we're ready for this bit. This is the bit. Now, if you've persevered and stayed here for this time, here comes the benefits more. It usually takes a filtering process of a healing before the other half of the amazing healings of what I bring through comes. See the infinity symbol being created? Masculine on the right, golden. Female on the left, silver. In the middle of an infinity symbol is a brand new Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide healing tool that's come in specifically. Take a breath. We need to honor what I'm about to read because I've written it and I haven't re-looked over it, so I don't recall. I'll be reading it the first time. It's only a few paragraphs and then I will be going. So I like to say goodbye before I go, because it's never really goodbye. It's see you later. Thank you for joining me. Sending you love, Trisha. Yes, and the mothering is new mothering is what keeps coming is a lot of us actually really didn't know how to really mother ourselves. So there's more to that may be coming. There's another level, Trisha, another level to that. A lot of what I've been sharing in the last 6 months, as I say ahead of time as in proof, is now reached a point, as shared by someone that emailed me recently. Thank you for saying and sharing someone else's update. And I've done 6 months of proof where I now need to pull back into my 50% of my energy. And now I make available for energy exchange for others to have access to what I share. All is energy exchange, masters. So I gave that 6 months for proof. No one asked me to do all the lives. No one asked me to give all the updates. These aren't just written updates. These are spirit and soul through my personal energy, what I write and share of what I live 24/7. These are unique. These are not just channeled straight through without being felt through in the human to bring through for you. These are new. These are personal. A personal part of my divine energy goes in every update. Now, I've been doing this writing for very strongly for the last 10 years and gifting. And then it shifted recently to gifting the live videos. There are many there. They are living energies. I was let know many years ago. That's why this ebook is called Living Ascension. That just came the other day. Ebook Living Ascension. That's how quick it comes because I'm directly linked with source. I have a very clear, supreme divine energy. It just is what it is. I choose who I share and talk to. Because of that, when someone comes in my energy field instantly, because I'm in Christ consciousness, divine energy, fifth dimensional, I'm up into ninth dimensional. It just is what it is. People receive instant healing, and I feel that. Now, one may say, well, why won't you go out and share that? Because I feel it. I need my energy for me to keep going here, and you do too. Everything I share is about you. I'm a mirror of the divine for you. You are a mirror of the divine for others in all you share and bring through. So if you've made it through and you've stuck with me on here, you've made it through. I love you so much. My little tears want to pour. I'm going to keep going though, okay? Our numbers are fewer because, what did someone say? Well, Jesus only had 12 disciples. Boom. So I've let go of another timeline of being on that world stage and having the books all written and published. That's all been let go of. And someone else said, when I shared that in the Super Master class yesterday, someone else shared, yes, her too. So I'm now creating a new platform and I'm bringing out an ebook and I'm doing things another way. I'm still coming out. That has not altered for me. That has not altered for me. Okay. I'm just happy and grateful that we have the numbers that we have, bringing new unity energies for the planet, because we are the first ones newly bringing this through in this new way. We are really in a new way of raw and real and honesty and owning our shadow side and owning our stuff. Many are still yet to work with below the iceberg. And you know what? That's okay. Everyone has all their own missions and their own purposes. And we just let that go now and we just move forward. So thank you for being here with me on this platform and this live. The old original divine blueprint is now being replaced with 000 new God codes. I've shared about 0000 recently as a precursor, and then I shared recently 000111 energies, and now others. So please know what you are feeling here is ahead for you that resonate to for yourself right here. It's very important. Also, we were created gods of another planet. There was a super masterclass on this specifically for that. For those of you that resonate to, we were created gods of another planet before we came here. And I'm very grounded. I'm very grounded saying that. And on the bluebeyondguide.com website, you can have a link to that super masterclass. And I'm right here with you, bringing through 000211 new gods codes firstly. And you masters watching and joining me here are the ground crew with the sky crew linked. Here, firstly, this is all about you. Remember when I share? And I've written, listen carefully. We've just had revealed the energy of a blame, a veil that I now assure you has been lifted. Sit with this for yourself privately in your quiet time about blame energies. The veil has now been lifted, I assure you. I only do and I only share and bring through in spirit and soul live when it's been happened on a global scale, firstly through myself and what I'm bringing through uniquely to the planet to assure you, for you to work through that for yourself so you can go, okay, I'm not on my own, I'm not alone, the way has been cleared through, I can take a breath and now continue to work on releasing that blame energy for myself, knowing that a veil has been removed of blame. And that's what I'm bringing through newly here. Whether I will write this or not, or leave this secret for someone that's drawn to watch this to get this, I don't know yet. You need to earn this energy. I do know that. Yes, Anthea, that's exactly how I felt. The same. This is for to bring a new consciousness of this awareness, to feel this into, if this energy of blame is floating around subconsciously for you, as I assure you, it is somewhere, even if a little bit. And if not, then that's okay too. I have been holding the space here from the energy space from the 17th of June live. That was all very jumbled. I've been holding the energy space from 17th of June, the last live where I went through about sharing about the second wave has arrived, shifting dark bricks to gold, to hear that we've broken through another veil of blame, that was a veil of survival and how we protected ourselves in past words and actions is now able to be released. And this is being linked with a global collective and consciousness of post-traumatic stress linked with that blame, that there's a squeeze of the old, as in the pains and the feeling a bit off at the moment that we're going through energetically, that I've just broken through this morning. With all else I've shared, go back and watch if you've just joined, please, is the recommendation energetically about mothering and softening and nurturing. So just take a moment and a breath. New 000 God codes. We still have one more eclipse to go. And it seems like the second is that turning point, that squishing that we're feeling in the physical. There it is. There's a release there. Releasing old, dark, gloom and depression energies right now. While you're here, breathe it out. And what they're showing me is, you know, like a dragon puffs out a black cloud of smoke, and see yourself puff out that black cloud of smoke and see that shift and go up and release it. Allow yourself to do that healing, that visual, very briefly and very quickly. What you just saw, it just flashed that. That's the release for yourself to be kinder. Okay, thank you. How long have we gone? 44. Went a lot longer. Yet it went very quick for me. So I'll just take a moment. Thank you for joining me here. So much has been shared here. I will share more with what comes. Love, honor, nurture, and I will keep sharing. And the vibration is raising now, the masculine, feminine again, and I will keep sharing in the different formats and ways that I do. I'll always keep sharing the updates on Blue Beyond Guide Facebook, and also a call out for anybody that would be like to have all the updates, a copy of these live videos emailed to them, and about any of the super master classes. If you would like to be put on the email list, theoraclespeaks@bigpond.com. All right, masters, have a good night or have a good day, and let's see how we go from here and what I share soon. Thank you. Love you for being you. Bless.